I'm reviewing An Actor Repairs by Tim Rogers. Tim Rogers' new solo album tells the story of an elderly actor retiring from the stage. And certainly there are allusions to an aged thespian looking back on their life, starting with Open to the Bug and its references to treading the boards and backstage routines. But then these are also references that could be applied to Rogers' life fronting UMI and as a solo artist. In fact, so personal an album is this, and so soaked in experience are its beautifully vivid lyrics, that it could just as well be a record about a musician who's turned 47, taking stock of his life and trying to let go of any unnecessary baggage. Take The Umpire's Son, for example, as Rogers sings, "The umpire's son can act limp as a cadaver or light up the room like a candelabra, depending on the crowd or the decision of his dad." Rogers should know his father was indeed a football umpire. An Actor Repairs is a largely acoustic affair and instrumentally diverse. Saxophone, piano, double bass, violin, guitar and clarinet all vie harmoniously for the spotlight, a reflection of the fact that it was originally envisaged as a stage musical. Rogers' main foil on the album is violinist and singer Zani Kolak, who steals the show on heartbreaking duet One More Late Night Phone Conversation. If the final third of the album isn't quite as engaging as what's come before, one thing that never falters is Rogers' lyrics. An Actor Repairs may well be one of his finest lyrical statements, so beautifully does he capture the spectre of aging and of a life entering its final phase. If this is what we can expect from Rogers as he faces down middle age, then bring it on. Anyone want to act on this?
I know, it struck a chord with you by the sounds of it.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. I enjoyed it. I'm getting old.
Are you relating to what he's saying in these lyrics? Or?
Yeah.
Bless.
I thought there's such amazing sentimentality to some of his lyrics on this, particularly the one about the umpire's son. I just thought, I saw him performing at the Old Museum in Brisbane last month when he was up there for the Rock and Roll Writers Fest. And even then you could tell that the lyric is just so beautiful, and the way the way I think he refers to the umpire's son as it's a singer song for the little tag along. Yeah. And you can just see this little kid who's kind of running behind his dad.
He's slicing up the citrus with a knife. Tomorrow he'll be hanging up the whites. I think the thing about UMI and Tim Rogers' songwriting is he was so, he had a style of songwriting around Hourly Daily and Hi-Fi Way that he kind of stopped using, and instead of using that sentimentality, he was always pushing forward, and whilst also falling back to rock and roll cliches for good ones though for a few albums. This one, it's like he's just in his old, sort of middle age. He's only 47 years old. He's looking back, and in a way revisiting that old sentimentality. And because of that, and maybe because of the instruments used as well, it took me straight back to Hourly Daily, which is one of the greatest albums of all time. And I'm like, Tim, shit yeah, dude. It was rad, and I was like listening to lyrics and just getting chills from the way you could weave words.
I thought the first couple of tracks, I thought he was going to go down this sort of old school Neil Young route. They sounded real kind of that early Neil Young, but then he goes into that kind of cabaret kind of style almost. So it was a little confusing with that, but I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it.
I struggle with that part, the cabaret-ish part.
He doesn't. He loves it.
Yeah,
Tim loves it.
He does, because I thought lyrically it's
great,
wonderful, and the umpire's son's just gorgeous. But there were a few times where I was just thinking, no, I can see you with the shiny jacket on and doing the flamboyant Tim stuff, and it's a little theatrical for me.
But it blurs the lines really nicely, I think, between, it's clearly about him, some of these songs, but I think there are allusions to him telling a story about an actor repairing as well. And on the strength, I think musically it's really good, but I think lyrically it's brilliant. So I'm giving it 4 stars.
Look at age, start dripping from concern. You're over the first fence, you can burn.